Okay, so I wanted to give you a little overview on the portfolio website assignment and the three different graded checkpoints. The first one that I'll review is the portfolio website proposal. And if you click on module one, you'll see a tab for it. I just wanted to sort of go over what I'm looking for in this written assignment. Before you actually do the writing, you really need to think about what the expectations are of a proposal in general. A proposal is selling me on the idea for your website. I'm telling you what the website should be about. It's about essentially creating a virtual, bigger than a resume, a virtual curriculum vitae, and selling yourself to a potential employer. And in order to be able to do this effectively, you need to make sure that you are aware of what you are selling, right? Like you are a product here. You've had this education at Rutgers. You've really sort of focused on a couple specific things. You've learned a lot about those few things, and now you'd like to demonstrate to someone what you know about those. So you want to be specific. If you are looking to become an elementary school teacher, hone in on a specific grade and the experience you have with that specific grade. Um, if you plan to become a reading specialist, you want to make sure that you're able to share the skills that you have that speak directly to that. If you hope to be an international baccalaureate dance instructor in a high school, you want to make sure that you can show not only your personal skills in dance, but also how you'd be a great dance teacher. So when you create this proposal, you also want to make sure that you understand what you're doing with this website. I'm telling you, you're required to do a portfolio. So, what exactly is that portfolio to you? The next thing you want to include is who you think this website is for. So that's being aware of specifically what kind of job you're looking to obtain and the person that would be hiring you for that job. So, for example, if you're going to apply to a high school, you might not think of the principal or the superintendent as your direct audience, but rather the department chair of the arts department if you're looking to be an art teacher. Um, you also want to explain why this project is significant to you. Because you're adding certain elements to your portfolio, you're obviously going to add elements that are relevant, and you want to make sure that you address what those are. Uh, the next important piece of information is which website authoring tool you're going to utilize and why. So, if you choose to use WordPress, why? Do you have experience with WordPress? I would argue that WordPress is probably the easiest to work with because it's got the most information available to you as a new user of WordPress. Um, it's also going to do some things that these other tools can't. I would shy away from Wikispaces or Blogger. I put them up there just in case you wanted to sort of learn about them, but I would say, for argument's sake, WordPress is probably your number one choice. You might also look into Wix or Weebly, but I can tell you from experience, having taught this course, the websites that I'm seeing from WordPress look so much more professional than the other ones do. And then lastly, and this is the one that you're probably going to struggle with, you want to incorporate how the theory of this course helped in your sort of decision-making process for creating this proposal. So learn about education, right? Educational theory, constructivism, etc. Um, how does that apply to you wanting to showcase yourself as a potential candidate for this job that you're hopefully going to be applying to. So keep that in mind as you put together your proposal. Also be aware, 450 word minimum. I would stick to somewhere between 450 and 950 words. It's brief. That means you've really got to be a master of your language, right? You don't want to go on and on and on. You want to make sure that you're saying what you need to say. You've covered these points. You're succinct. The language is appropriate. It's formal. You're incorporating information from our readings, but you fulfill the requirements, and that is it. So good luck, and can't wait to read them.